They're going to do it for nothing.
Yeah.
You probably would, wouldn't you?
We would. It's a joy to get to do what you love. Is just the best feeling in the world, you know. But it's nice to be able to pay the bills as well. So thanks.
Pippa, there's a really good reason that you just said thanks to Pippa, because you basically are the engine behind all of this. Just explain to people.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think the real engine is someone called Heidi Thomas, who's the show's showrunner and writes the show. But I originally read a memoir by someone called Jennifer Worth and thought that would be great TV, and then took it to Heidi, and together we brought it to the BBC, and that was almost 20 years ago, so we've been on air 15 years now.
What was it about that book and about the stories?
I think it was a combination of the medical stories, which are really strong, but the social history, this sort of spotlight on a world which is relatively recent, but feels like it's a million years ago, and looking at the way society is...
It's not so much challenges. I think it keeps the show really, really fresh, doesn't it? You know, so it's, you know, we've done the show for 15 years, which is a privilege, but it's never felt like you're treading the same water at all. You know, my character was a nun for the first 2 series and now has this huge brood of children, as well as, you know, works as a nurse and a midwife. So, yeah, you know, well, we saw it in the Christmas special, isn't it? The sort of the hilarity that was had back at Poplar. But you know, in the fashions, but it's also the issues that you can change, you can tackle, because that's the amazing thing about the show. You know, and it's all historically accurate. So, you know, Heidi and Pipa, who I'm quite sure is also, you know, helping hugely. You know, but you know, you're coming up with these ideas, but you're looking at what happened that year. You know, and that's wonderful that it's... I mean, we were talking about what we see in this series, which is we come back to the thalidomide storyline, and that we came to that in series 5, and that's the thing about the show. It's tackling really important issues that some people know about, some people are learning about, some people are, you know, need reminding about, and some people who are affected are still campaigning. So it's doing all these really, really important things. Yeah. So proud of this show.
Yeah, and it's lovely going into the 70s and seeing the women's lib movement, which, of course, there's a great juxtaposition. There's a shot at one point where you see Jenny Agutter picking up the female eunuch and starting to have a read, and you think that's just an amazing piece of social history, and watching how they're all affected by it.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because, like you say, this isn't that long ago, but you're describing an era and times that lots of people who are watching this programme this morning won't remember, won't know anything about. They might not even know what women's liberation was.
Yeah, yeah.
How important is it that you pass along some of that history?
Really important, and obviously a lot of the issues we touch on, which were historically very important, are still going on today. I mean, in this series we cover stories like carbon monoxide poisoning, breast cancer in men, things which are really challenging for people today, but obviously we're looking at them in a historical context, so I think that in a way makes them easier for people to look at and sit maybe with family members and talk about them afterwards, which I know is what a lot of our audience does.
How long do you see it running for? I mean, could you bring it right up to current day?
Well, potentially. I mean, what we're going to do at the moment, which is really exciting, is launch a prequel. So we're actually going to start next Christmas with a new series set in the Second World War with younger versions of some of our key characters. So Sister Julienne, Sister Monica Joan, they're younger versions who were working during the Second World War. So that's really exciting. And then we're plotting a movie, the Call the Midwife movie, to be in cinemas with people like Laura and the current cast. So there are lots of spin-offs, if you like, from the current series as well.
Can you believe that from that moment when you read that and thought, this would make really good telly, you're now talking about a film?
No, I can't believe it.
It's amazing.
But it's really exciting, and it just shows, I think, the enduring popularity of the show and the love that the audience have for the characters, and this mix of social history and medicine, which seems to work so well.
And
to
praise Pipa as well, though. You know,
carry on.
Call the Midwife was progressive, is groundbreaking. We're talking about women's lib, but you've got women at the helm who are her giving jobs to so many women on screen and off screen. So, you know, it's huge thanks to somebody like Pipa in her position as a woman that's able to make a programme
You've just
like
secured
this.
yourself another couple of series.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. You talked about Call the Midwife, the movie. Can we talk about the other movie you've been producing, Hamnet? Out next week. Every time I open a paper or look at a magazine, people are talking about it. I mean, that's tremendously exciting. And expectations really high. People talking about Academy Awards.
Yeah, well, I'm flying to the Golden Globes tomorrow, and the film opens in UK cinemas on Friday. So we're all really excited for that. It's on in America at the moment, but I think I'm hoping it'll really connect with the audiences in the UK.
Just explain for people who might not know the story what this is.
So this is based on Maggie O'Farrell's best-selling book, Hamnet, which covers the death of Shakespeare's son, who tragically died very young. And then quite soon after the death of his son, Shakespeare actually wrote Hamlet, the play. So it covers that, but it's through the eyes of his wife, Agnes, who has largely been sort of forgotten in history. And she's played by Jessie Buckley, who just won the Critics' Choice Award at the weekend and is phenomenal. So it's something I'm really proud of, and worked with some great producers, Liza Marshall, who's a fabulous producer, but also Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes, who know a thing or two. So it was a great team, and a wonderful female director called Chloe Zhao. So as Laura says, it's great to see women behind the camera as well as fantastic ones in front of the camera.
And what do you say? There's been some people saying that there's too much William Shakespeare and not enough Agnes Shakespeare in this. What do you say to that?
Well, the balance is very slightly different from the book, but the screenplay was written by Maggie herself with Chloe. And I think both of them we all felt, we've cast Paul Mescal to play Shakespeare. You want to see a bit of him on screen.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck at the Golden Globes. I think that's fabulous. I'm going to the Golden Globes tomorrow.
I know. Don't say that often, by the way.
No, it's great.
Good luck. We'll keep in touch over the next few weeks and months. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
of course, you can watch the new series of Call the Midwife. It's at 8 o'clock on BBC One on Sunday.
And if you would like to find out more